From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go, hey.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Room here to run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Throwing Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Giants at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, here's Barkley.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Jalen Hyatt,
His third touchdown now on the year.
and the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back seven's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back eight. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 43-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Smith.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The pickup there, 5 yards.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Gino.
He completes this to Walker.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
3rd and 4. Metcalf motions left.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Myers' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 72 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Barkley will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Another try for Barkley, and he'll take this into the end zone.
Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got it. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Let's get that touch.
Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley
with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Gino now to throw. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big A-Sean Robinson has made a career of this. Another tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Smith. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense, because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them.
There he goes, left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Gino on 1st down.
Short throw to Disley.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Again, Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
124 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Second down and a yard.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. On the draw, this is Barkley, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Robinson here.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jones now on first down. Dancing to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't.
There he goes, right side.
He's to the 15.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, 75 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Gino's going to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
148 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 31 yards there, a first down.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Jones slow, completely water.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Giants are able to extend their lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Smith. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf, 67 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Holmes returning from his end zone.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
This a 2nd and 8. Now Jones wants to change it up. Second down, here's Barkley again.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. When we clip out the box.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Saquon Barkley,
Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 84 yards.
and the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Gano the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
All the
handle a jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
There he goes, left side. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 45 yards.
And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Geno. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. Now Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, but they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith-Njigba
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Seahawks 26.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now Jones from the gun on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down carry for Barkley. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 40.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 26.
Build that momentum offense. Moving down the field.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Jones going to change it up here. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Gano the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Seahawks 26.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And bulldozing his way through. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end, Finn. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. 23 yards the pickup there. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
On first down, Smith. Going right back to Finn. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Smith throwing again. Left side complete to Lockett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
In it to win it.
Yeah, keep it up, keep it up.
Let's go now.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready, get it.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Gets past one man. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense.